Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today I got a good lesson for y'all. We're going to talk about secondary dominance some more, and this time I'm going to throw some borrowed chords in there. And one thing to remember too, usually when we playing secondary dominance, a lot of times we are already borrowing. So we'll be in the key of C today. So you got C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C major. If we in the key of C and I will do 5 to 1, that's tonal. Everything is in that scale. But if I do 5 to 1 to my 2, I would have to go A major to D minor. So I'm borrowing. If you look at it, you can say you're borrowing from a harmonic minor key because you're going there. And this is that would be in D harmonic minor, this note right here, because it would be, and that's where you get that A to D minor. So things like that, I'm trying to, so if we was going to F, which is the 4 of C, you just C to F, so all that's tonal. If we was going to G, now you would take D major goes to G major. So you can say you're borrowing from G major. So usually when you use secondary dominance, you're borrowing from other keys already. So let me just show y'all this song real quick. So this song is by Judy McAllister. I think it's played by Mike Burrell and Jason White. But it's simple and it got a lot in it. But here we go. That's all I'm playing right there. It's just a lot, all in there, a lot of secondary dominance, some borrowed chords that I'm gonna show y'all. So the song is we honor your name, we honor your name, we lift up our hands, Lord, and honor your name. Beautiful song, beautiful melody, perfectly played and written. You know, like I said, when I'm thinking of secondary dominance, I'm always thinking about choral writing, like writing for choirs, like the movement, everything is just, you know, it's like classical music, how it's written perfectly for parts, for people to sing. So first we got a 1, 2 minor, 1 over 3. So I like these chords because in the key of C, you can play them dark. Like everything is below middle C right here for this chord, except this note, which is middle C, but I love the dark sound. So that's your first 3 chords. So you got C major, D minor, C major over E. Now we're borrowing right here. So I'm doing, now this is the 5 of G, but my next chord is not a G major, it's going to be a G minor, because remember you're borrowing from either harmonic minor or you're borrowing from the regular major key. So we're not borrowing from G harmonic minor, we're borrowing from G harmonic minor, not G major right here. So that's a D dominant 7, but all I'm playing in the left hand is a D, and then in the right hand, F sharp, C. And this is going to take me to kind of an outline G minor chord. So we got G in the bass, and then we have F and B flat in the right hand. Now this is something too, like as you get more advanced in playing, you learn to start taking away notes too. Like I remember when I first started playing, I felt like everything had to be 3 notes. Like a chord in the right hand had to be 3 notes. I used to play a lot of octaves in the left hand, which I still play octaves. I mean, that's still applicable to certain, you know, songs and the way certain songs are formatted. But yeah, it's like you get stuck in a mindset that it has to be a certain way. So when you get to these chords, we honor your name. I'm only playing intervals over here. So but it sounds beautiful, especially when somebody's singing over it. Well, those are really like passing chords anyway, so I don't think it was really vocals being sung. So let's see, we honor your name. Yeah, it's just passing. So that, what did I show you? So the G minor, and then it just takes us to a C dominant 7. So we playing a C in the left hand and then an E and a B flat in the right hand. So these are secondary dominants. This is a secondary dominant to get to G minor, and you're borrowing from the key of from a G harmonic minor scale. And then this is taking you, this G minor is taking you to a C dominant 7. So now you're actually borrowing from a different key now. So you're borrowing from the key of F, because that's the next note we're actually going to after this pass. So we're doing, we honor your name. So you're doing a 2, 5, and then you're going to your 1 of F, which is the 4 of C. So this is how borrowed chords work. You just have to know, okay, I'm visiting this key for a minute, and then it's taking me back home to C. So let's play the whole thing again. We honor your name. We honor. So that's where we're going. So just a few passing chords. We honor your name. So that F, and then all I'm doing right here in the left hand. So you see I have an interval going right here. And the reason I'm doing this, yeah, it's a fuller sound, but I also know the chord I want to go to after this, and it kind of sets me up to get there. So we honor your, I want to get to this tritone. So this sets me up to go right to that, and I'm keeping this note the same. So that chord I'm playing, so I'm playing the G major in the right hand, but the chord is a F13 with a sharp 11. So the bass is technically still F. So I'm thinking F, but I'm playing it rootless. So right here you have a minor 7, the 3rd. These are all relative to F. You have the minor 7, the 3rd, the 13th, a 9, and a sharp 11. So a lot of colors in that chord. And this takes you to a C over E again. So it resolves. So it's good too, that resolution is good, because after you come out of, it's like you can breathe for a minute. So then after that, we go to these diminished chords. Now you can play them as drop 2s, but you can also play them full. I'm gonna show you the drop 2 version. So a drop 2, I'm sure a lot of y'all heard this already taught. You just drop the second highest note. So if this is the chord, the second highest note will be this C sharp. So you just bring that down to the bass, then you invert it. So this would be the first chord, and then you just invert it, and this would become the second highest note. So you would drop that to the bass. So it was just, and I kind of roll off of that. Now, this is something else to know. When you playing an instrument, you want to have your own identity, your own voice. This is something that's, a lot of people are playing the drop 2s. You could play full chords and it still sounds the same to me. I mean, I see the movement, I can hear the different the little rolls and stuff, but really, what's the difference? It's really no big difference. So, but that's just so you can understand the drop 2. Now, this is another borrowed chord as well. So if you do a C sharp diminished, is the 7 of D minor. So we still borrowing from a harmonic minor scale. We going back to that scale now. We were in G harmonic minor. Now we borrowing from a D harmonic minor. So the D harmonic minor will be, just forming a diminished chord over this sharp 7. And it takes us to D minor. So let me show y'all this next part of the song. So I'm gonna play it all. We honor your name. We honor your name. We lift up our hands, Lord, and honor your name. So that's that. We lift. So D minor. Where does it take us? To C over E. D minor over F. C over G to G to a D major. So here come some more secondary dominants. And so we playing D dominant 7 to G minor, and then D again, D7 again, but this time we playing it over an A in the bass. So this is another alteration you can do to make these secondary dominants stand out and just give you a different sound. Your name, and then we just playing G over B. So let me play that part again. We lift up our hands, Lord, and honor your name. Now, something else you can do with that part. We lift up our. So instead of playing this D minor over F, I play a F minor 6. So you got F, A flat, C, and D. Lord, and G, D7 over A, G over B. So let's play it all. We honor your name. We honor your name. We lift up our hands, Lord, and I messed up. We lift up our hands, Lord, and honor your name. We honor your name. Then you could do. So same type of pass. This time I just didn't play the D before the G, but still minor. Now I just put full chords in there, opposed to playing this. So you got a G minor 9, you got F, A, B flat, D in the right hand. Of course, G in the left. You could play a D down there too. And then all you're doing is dropping this thumb to E. So that's a common gospel move too. And you know, blues, jazz, instead of, so you do to C. So all I'm doing is moving this one note, and that's giving me, what is that? It's like a C dominant 9 or C dominant 13, or C. You could say C dominant 9 with a 13 added. It's no 11 in there, so, but that's the chord you're getting. So I'm gonna show y'all that slow. We honor your name, and just we honor your name. We lift up our hands, Lord, and honor. I'm gonna try this. So another alteration you can do with dominant chord. It's a lot. That's what. So you really got to add these to your vocabulary, because it's so much you could do with them. And this is what really makes a song like stick out. So all I did, honor your. So I just played my minor 7 of the D of this chord. I just played that in the bass and dropped down to the G over B. Initially, I showed y'all just play it over A, but this time you just took it. And you can also throw that tritone in there, right here. That's a nice chord. You can, or open it up like that. So just take the F sharp from this hand and just place it there. So let's hear how that would sound. We lift up our hands, Lord, and So that, I think that covers pretty much all of the different changes. I mean, it's more stuff you could do, but just I would take that and apply it to every key, and see what else you can come up with. So I hope that helps.